find the solutions to cosine x minus 2 sine x cosine x equals 0. All right, so we know that we want to solve for the variable, in this case x, right? X is an angle. So we want to find, the angle that makes this equation true. All right, so there's a couple things we can do here, but in this case, we see that there are two terms separated by a minus, and we do see that they share a term in common, right? The cosine x. Let's go ahead and factor that out. Okay, so we get cosine of x, and then when we factor it out, we're left with 1 minus 2 sine of x equals 0. So that actually works out pretty good here, right? So whenever we factor, okay, we set each factor equal to 0. Okay, and then we solve. So cosine of x is equal to 0, or 1 minus 2 sine of x is equal to 0. Notice we can solve this one, right? Okay, so we can subtract the 1 over to the other side. We'll divide by negative 2, so we get sine of x equals positive 1/2. So really, what this equation is saying is, where does cosine of x equal 0? Right? Because if you solve that, that'll also solve the initial problem. And where does sine of x equal 1/2? And the solutions to this will be the solutions to the original problem. Okay, well, hey, wait a minute. I know where cosine is equal to 0. Right? That's going to be at pi over 2 and at 3 pi over 2. And, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I also know where sine is equal to 1/2. Right? Sine is equal to 1/2 at pi over 6 and at 5 pi over 6. So in this case, okay, we have these 4 solutions. But notice it says find the solutions. It doesn't say, within 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so basically we want to find all the solutions, which means the solutions that are also co-terminal with each of these guys. Okay, so remember, there is a specific way to write that, right? It's pi over 2 plus 2k pi. Okay, it's 3 pi over 2 plus 2k pi. And pi over 6 plus 2k pi. And 5 pi over 6 plus 2k pi. Okay, so once again, we have to add this 2k pi because it says find all. Well, it doesn't say find all, right? But it doesn't specify just between 0 to 2 pi.